What is going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Hopefully you guys are seeing the video okay. Hopefully you can hear me okay. What's going on? What's up? We had some huge news this evening pertaining to Spider-Man No Way Home, and I'm going to get right into it here real shortly. It's in reference to one of the actors from way back in the day from Spider-Man 2, Alfred Molina. As you know, announced back in December. I believe it was around December 20th or so, right before Christmas. It was revealed that he was going to be in the next movie, Spider-Man No Way Home. Now today, in an article through Variety, he went ahead and he actually detailed his role in the movie, and I gotta say, this is going to be absolutely nuts. This movie, there's no doubt in my mind, it's going to be completely 100% Spider-Verse live action. It's gonna be freaking nuts. A lot of information is going to be going down within it, including Doctor Strange is probably going to be in it. It's going to have a lot of ties to Doctor Strange multiverse of madness for sure. I'm just going to go ahead and get into this article here right now. The article itself, it is pretty long. So you guys, if you want to just bear with me, I want to make sure I get every single detail for this because I gotta say this is gonna be absolutely incredible. So yeah, Spider-Verse confirmed for sure. So yeah, here's the article right here. Again, this is from Variety. So Alfred Molina went ahead. He details Doc Ock's return in Spider-Man No Way Home. The tentacles do all the work. Now this is an exclusive article from Variety. So this is all the deets here. I'm just going to dive right into it here. So, when Alfred Molina was first invited to reprise his role as the villainous Otto Octavius in Spider-Man No Way Home, the forthcoming third installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man films, led of course by Tom Holland, he said he was told to keep quiet. That's one of the big things, of course, within the MCU. All the actors are kept quiet. All the movie names, they have like different code names. They don't even know necessarily the names of the films whenever they're in their filming. It just has like a code name, it's pretty crazy. So here's a quote. He says, "When we were shooting it, we were all under the orders not to talk about it because it was supposed to be some great big secret." Molina said with a laugh during the interview with Variety about his role in an Oscar-nominated Promising Young Woman. But, it's all over the internet, of course. "I actually describe myself as the worst kept secret in Hollywood." Instead, not only did Molina confirm his involvement in No Way Home, he happily detailed his experience making the movie and returning to a part he first played in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 way back in 2004. Man, that seems like that was a long time ago. He goes on, he says, "It was wonderful. It was very interesting going back after 17 years. 17, there it is, 17 years ago, you guys. Wow. To play the role, given that in the intervening years, I now have two chins, a waddle, crow's feet, and a slightly dodgy lower back." Nice. So when the actor asked John Watts, the director of No Way Home, how the movie would bring back Doc Ock, since, as he pointed out, he did die. Now, if you recall back in Spider-Man 2, he died at the end of the movie. He had to go ahead and bury the device that he created into the actual into the river there, and into the harbor and everything where they were, and he just took it himself by just drowning the machine, and he ended up drowning himself as well in the process. So it's like, if he's dead, then how the heck is he coming back, right? When Spider-Man 2, so yeah, he said he died, and the director went ahead and told him, in this universe no one really dies. That's so true. That is so true, especially when it comes to the MCU. So in Spider-Man 2, Molina played scientist Otto Octavius, of course, I just mentioned. He was poised to be a mentor to Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker when a lab accident turns him into the murderous Dr. Octopus, or Doc Ock for short. So named for the four mechanical arms fused into his back. On the order of Harry Osborn, the tentacled, unhinged Doc Ock's obsession with perfecting his experimental fusion reactor sets him against Peter Parker / Spider-Man and Mary Jane Watson, Kirsten Dunst, and endangers all of New York City. In the movie's climatic scene, as I just mentioned here, Peter appeals to Otto's good side and he drowns himself and his reactor in the East River before the city is destroyed. So he saves the city himself by just drowning himself. It's going to be interesting what's going to happen right after he drowns himself. It looks like, from the sounds of it, you guys, we're going to find out like what exactly happens from there. In their early conversations, Molina said, Watts told him that the movie will pick up Doc Ock's story from that moment, from that exact moment in the river, which in a franchise that includes multiverses, time travel, and diverging timelines seems plausible enough. This is going to be insane. Are you absolutely kidding me? Oh my God. So this is going to pick up exactly where they left off. So, at the end of the movie, he's drowning himself, and everything's all saved. The city's saved. It cuts to Peter and Peter Parker and Mary Jane, and they're in Peter's apartment and everything. And they're about to share a moment together, and then the sirens start going off. And if I remember correctly, Mary Jane was like, "Go get him, Tiger," and then she went out and he went out there and everything and to save the city. We're going to go ahead, and from there, we're just going to cut right back to Doc Ock and see exactly the moment from the river when he's sinking, what goes on from there. So this is going to be absolutely nuts. So Molina's concerns were more practical. He said that he asked Watts how they were going to deal with the fact that at 67, he's aged since the 2004 film. Yeah, granted. He just looked at me and said, "Did you see what they did to Bob Downey Jr. and Sam Jackson?" Oh, got some de-aging going on here. Absolutely. Molina said with a laugh, in 2016 Captain America Civil War, Marvel Studios used CGI to de-age Robert Downey Jr. to look as he did in 1991. And in 2019's Captain Marvel, also, which was set in the 90s, you had a de-aged Samuel L. Jackson playing a younger version of his character, of course, Nick Fury. Molina also cited Martin Scorsese's The Irishman as an example of digital de-aging and its limitations. I think they do a really good job, especially Disney, when it comes to the de-aging process. They always do a great job whenever they're working with that. I mean, you look at Star Wars, you look at what they did with what they did with Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia. If you remember back Star Wars Rogue One, it was absolutely phenomenal. Exactly what they did with her de-aging process. I mean, they not only was it de-aging, it was just they just were able to go ahead and bring her in to the movie itself. A young Carrie Fisher, and they just seem like they just know what they're doing when it comes to that tech. They just do a fantastic job with it. So, I mean, do as they may. I mean, I know they're going to do a fantastic job. They never seem to mess it up whenever it comes down to it, whenever it comes to the final production, to the final cut of the film. So I have 100% confidence that this is going to be really, really well done. I'm sure they'll do a great job with it. They'll take their time with the post-production, the editing process itself. I mean, come on, guys. We're talking about the MCU here. We're talking about Disney. It's going to be top-notch for sure. Back to the article here. Quote, "I don't have the same physicality that I had 17 years ago," he continued. "That's just a fact." Well, obviously so. Molina realized, though, that the nature of the role would save him. "I then remembered that it's the tentacles that do all the work." Right. He sat straight up in his seat. "My basic physical move as Doc Ock, as the actor, is just this," and he said as he glared intensely at the zoom camera and made a menacing noise. I wish I had the zoom video of that. That's perfect. "I just do that a lot, and the arms are doing all the killing and smashing and breaking. 100%. It's all green screen. It's all special effects. And I'm just going." He glared again with kind of a mean look on my face. It was fantastic. Great. That's perfect. "Neither Sony Pictures nor Marvel Studios, which are co-producing Spider-Man No Way Home, has confirmed Molina's return. But news of his casting leaked last year, like I mentioned, back in December, along with reports that Jamie Foxx will also appear as Electro, the villain who he played in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Later, Zendaya, another Spider-Man lead actor, seemingly confirmed Molina's casting during a conversation with Carey Mulligan for Variety's Actors on Actors series. The casting of Molina and Fox would unite the three generations of Spider-Man movies. Yes, yes, freaking yes. Spider-Man Spider-Verse is absolutely confirmed with No Way Home. There is no doubt about it. Alder what is it? Alder Crap was actually in the chat, and he was one of the first commenters in there. He said, "Spider-Verse confirmed, man. Spider-Verse confirmed, man. No doubt, 100%. We are absolutely getting a Spider-Verse, and it's gonna be absolutely incredible. I absolutely cannot wait for this." The article wraps up. It says the casting of Molina and Fox would unite the three generations of Spider-Man movies: the Maguire, Raimi cycle, the Mark Webb, Andrew Garfield installments, and the newest Spider-Man starring Holland and directed by Watts. No Way Home is currently scheduled to be a Christmas time release on December 17th, 2021. We're almost there. It's right around the corner. This is going to be freaking nuts, you guys. I absolutely cannot wait for this. Honestly, this is going to be probably, to be ambitious like this enough at the end of the day to have this kind of, interaction with all of the Spider-Man films that Sony did. They're just gonna be, it's gonna be absolutely incredible, and they're gonna be mending it all together, and it's gonna be just nuts. It's gonna be phenomenal. Again, they haven't confirmed if Tobey Maguire is in this movie, but he's all but confirmed. Hopefully we'll also see Andrew Garfield as well. Hopefully, he'll be in there, as well as Kirsten Dunst and everyone else involved in there in the movie there. So this is going to be insane, you guys. This is going to be a live action Spider-Verse movie. What more can you want? What more can you ask for when it comes to Spider-Man, Spider-Verse? So I hope you guys are excited for it. I know I am. Without a doubt, it's gonna be freaking nuts. So, but yeah, with that said, guys, I think that pretty much wraps up this live shot. I just wanted to go ahead and get on here real quick and go over this news and information. Not seeing too many in the chat right now. That's fine. Wanted to go ahead and give you guys the 411 on this, because I'll tell you what, man, this is gonna be absolutely insane. And I will be sure, I can't wait. That's the one thing I'm really looking forward to, is a trailer for this. I don't know when they're going to be showing a trailer for this, but hopefully it's going to be coming sooner rather than later. We're in April now, so maybe sometime this summer we get a trailer for it. And whenever we do, I guarantee I will absolutely be making a video for that. I'll go live with that, and we'll just have a live reaction video for it, and just go over things. Maybe try to dig deep down within the trailer itself and see things that might be going down that others might not notice. Just kind of a deep dive into the trailer, if you will. So things like that, and then also I'll go ahead and I'll make some videos based on the trailer itself too. So. At the end of the day, this is going to be nuts. The MCU is in such a great place right now. We have The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which just aired its next to last episode today. They got the finale next Friday, so that's going to be nuts. Of course, you have WandaVision. WandaVision was highly, highly successful. So that's one film that, that's one series that was absolutely knocked it out of the park. I think it blew everybody's expectations away. And then as far as the MCU goes, as far as the Disney Plus series goes, you have Loki, and that's coming right around the corner. They just had a trailer for that not too long ago. And oh my God, it looks like that series is going to be like changing everything. I think that's going to be the one that really, really dives into multiverse for the first time within the MCU. Aside from, of course, all the other things that we've seen. But I think this is going to be like a weekly diving into the multiverse, because remember, Loki has the Space Stone, so it's going to be nuts. He could just change things just like that. every single episode he could change things and then maybe change it back the way it was, or change something else, or who knows. Like every single week it's gonna be I think it's gonna be something that's gonna be completely different with that show. It's gonna be phenomenal. So for sure, definitely keep an eye out for that within the next few weeks. Maybe I'll make some videos detailing that and everything as well. So but yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in, checking out this live stream. Alfred Molina went ahead, he detailed his return in Spider-Man No Way Home. It's going to be nuts. So definitely make sure, if you guys are just joining now, definitely go ahead and rewind, hit the DVR, check out what I had to say about it, because I went through the whole article itself with the in detail, my reaction of this news. This is going to be insane. So thank you guys so much for tuning into the live stream. I appreciate it. I'm A to the P. Albert Perkins, and we will see you in the next video. Until next time, and as always,